Welcome back. Today in our Sunday Spotlight, we're talking turkeys. This week, there are a couple of events where you can donate turkeys and more to those having a challenging time putting food on the table this Thanksgiving. Jason Jakubowski is president and CEO of Connecticut Foodshare. He's joining me this morning. 51 weeks a year, maybe 50 weeks a year. You know, Haney, Hurley, Oriema, Lamont. 2 weeks a year. You will see no one on TV more than you. This is your time to shine, babe.
This is our time to shine. I mean, it's also we're collecting and distributing 50,000 Thanksgiving meals to people across the state of Connecticut, and it's a big undertaking, but we're ready for it.
This is and the work of Foodshare, I think it's important to say, goes on all year long.
Absolutely.
But this is a huge part of that push, and 50,000 is a big number. So tell me who those people are and what this means to them.
Well, there's about 470,000 people here in the state of Connecticut who are food insecure. It's about a 23% increase over last year, which is devastating when you think we're one of the richest states in the country, yet there's still so many families struggling and with poverty. Many of them are employed. Many of them just it's hard to afford, whether it's groceries, whether it's housing. So they end up coming to us, and they're in need. So the 50,000 families are spread out across our 600 pantries across the state of Connecticut. We're providing turkeys, sides, fixins, those types of things to help them have a good Thanksgiving meal. But you made the key point, Eric. Thanksgiving, while an important meal, is just one meal, and we try to use these couple of weeks here to really get our message out and remind people that hunger is a problem year-round here in the state of Connecticut.
And that's where the money part of this donation comes
absolutely.
in. So and I know a lot of people like that, and we're going to tell them where they can go and see Renee and Scott this week, but they like bringing that frozen turkey or maybe a cart full. But the money is important. I know even just on ctfoodshare.org, you can make that donation because you guys can take that dollar and do more than I can with it.
Absolutely. If you take the dollar, go to the grocery store, you can buy a can of soup. I can buy 20 cans of soup with it. Every dollar that gets donated to Connecticut Foodshare, we can turn into 2 meals because we're purchasing at such a large, at such a bulk rate. So we're very happy when people want to donate a frozen turkey. We're also very happy if you don't feel like lugging one of those big turkeys around. That's fine too. Feel free to just make a monetary donation, and that works just as well. All
right, so our eagle-eyed viewers probably noticed they're right there on our screen, the
Turkey
Tuesday QR code. So you can make a donation for that. But tell me about Turkey Tuesday, because Renee Danino will be there.
Renee Danino will be there. Bank of America Turkey Tuesday. It's the 25th year that we've done it. Renee will be live at Connecticut Foodshare on Tuesday morning. It's going to be it's going to be great. We're excited about it. There should be a lot of turkeys and hopefully a lot of people, a lot of friends coming in and out. And then the next day, we've got Mr. Haney, of course.
That's the Jack Bannon Turkey Trot.
The Jack Bannon Turkey Trot. Once again, I'll be out there outside of the Stop and Shop on Bushy Hill Road in Simsbury. There he is with the great Scott Haney, dressed up like a turkey, very early in the morning. Oh, there we are, pushing him in the cart. Yeah, it's a great event. It's gone on for decades there in the Farmington Valley, and we probably will raise and collect more than almost 3,000 turkeys.
And it's a good opportunity. I mean, it's a tradition for some people to get up and do that. But it's an opportunity for you to maybe do more than just clicking a button online, but actually get in your car and say, I'm going to help.
Absolutely. And that's what we appreciate more than anything else is the people that are there, whether they're there at 4:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, or whether they come by at some point during the day. Some people open up their trunks and there's 20 frozen birds inside, and it's great. I mean, that's what we need in order to make our goal, in order to help the 50,000 families have a great Thanksgiving. So we're excited about it. Hoping the weather is good. We're hoping the weather. We talked to Scott already. He's working on that, but should be a good week.
And obviously, I spent a lot of years sitting on the anchor desk shaking my head at yours and
yes,
Scott's behavior.
that is very true.
But it is always heartwarming to see the companies who show up with they got all their employees together, or a social group, a club, something like that. So it's not here it's Sunday. You got a couple days left to get that together if you want to go out there and see Scott on Wednesday. So maybe get your coworkers, get your friends, get a big donation together and show up early and be on TV.
Come by with a bunch of frozen turkeys. Come by one of those big checks, and we'll definitely get you on the air. So we'll definitely do that.
Moving forward, I know you have 6,000 volunteers, and this work has to continue throughout the year. What do you just want people to know? Is there a misconception you want them to know about this?
Definitely. People think of Connecticut. They look at us and they say, hey, this is one of the richest states in the country, which we are. And they think, oh, well, the work that Connecticut Foodshare does is in is in Hartford, New Haven, and Bridgeport. It's in every city across the state state of Connecticut. There is somebody who's food insecure in all 169 towns, whether it's a big city, whether it's a small rural town, or whether it's an affluent suburb. There's a real need here in Connecticut, and we hope, we always know the people of Connecticut always step up and help us at this time of year.
And, you know, I recall from having viewers tell me, you know, oh, you're always in Simsbury, you're always, you know, in Wallingford. Yep. But if you go to ctfoodshare.org,
yes,
there's a lot, you have the map, and there's lots of little orange dots on there where people can go.
Absolutely. Go to ctfoodshare.org. We are all over the place. Not just wherever Renee is or wherever Scott is, but we're all over the state of Connecticut. We have drives all over the state. And again, if you don't want to leave the house and if you don't want to lug a big turkey and a bunch of stuffing around, you can absolutely go to ctfoodshare.org and you can make a donation. That'll help us not only at Thanksgiving, but help us do what we do year round.
You know, I looked at your map and I didn't even know this. There are other TV stations in Connecticut and some of them are sponsoring. I had no idea.
There are.
They might be closer to your home, and so you could go there. Just one last thing. What if somebody's watching this, Jason, and says, hey, I need help? Is that something they can go to the website
Absolutely.
too?
Go to ctfoodshare.org. It lists all of our 600 pantries that are open, all of the 110 mobile sites across the state of Connecticut. And if they can't remember ctfoodshare.org, they can always remember 211. Call 211. We update them every day on what's open.
Well, 50,000 meals is a huge undertaking, but I know every year you guys meet that goal. Sometimes it comes close.
We hope.
You meet that goal, and hopefully our viewers will help you do that. Tuesday with Renee, Wednesday with Scott, ctfoodshare.org, and use the QR code right now to donate before our show's over.
Sounds great.
Jason Jakubowski, thank you for being with us. Hopefully,
thanks, Eric.
Hopefully you'll come back.
Absolutely. Whenever you want. I'm every week.
All right. We're going to have you back in like March just to throw things up.
No problem.
All right. That is CT24 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning, of course, is coming up next. If you have a great rest of the... You should have a great rest of your weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I get it. I understand.
We'll, of course, meet you back here in Studio A next Sunday morning.